Well, we got some more work done on the car, but I do have a little bit more work to do still. As you can see, we got the door bars done. Oh god, it's fucking hot in here. And we're gonna shut that off. So last week when we left off, we had the main door bars done. We redid the pedal mount, we redid the steering column, the gauge cluster mount, all that stuff. But what we didn't have done were those braces that I just welded on the other side. Now, I did get those done on this side, so you can see the spacing of them. I still need to do this bar over on the other side there, but we have this brace, these, all done, welded all the way around, and we got the dash back in it. Now, fitting the dash wasn't too bad. Just had to trim a little bit off the sides there on both sides, and it slid right in. Pretty much no issue, no drama. Out of all these bars I had to do, getting up in here was probably the hardest part to weld. Not gonna lie, definitely not the prettiest weld on there. It's welded all the way around, but there were a couple spots where I accidentally kind of the tungsten into the puddle just because it was so tight, so I had to go over it a second time to kind of clean it up. Other than that, all the welds on this cage turned out pretty decent. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm the best welder in the world, because there's always people that'll bitch and say that they're better or could have done it better. Oh, you undercut this. Oh, you got too much gap there. People like to nitpick other people's shit online, so I'm not going to pretend like I'm the best there is. Overall, though, everything turned out pretty decent. Yeah, can't even see that. One thing I do love about these door bars, though, is it's not a pain in the ass to get in and out of. Especially when, your steering wheel comes off. Makes shit a lot easier. As you can see, I got plenty of room here. It's actually more room than I had in my GTO even, surprisingly. The RX-7, the bar was like right here. So like when I was driving, my elbow was actually on the bar. So it's nice to have these a decent distance away from me. You can see plenty of room there between me and the bar. Good protection. As you can see, like it's a good height for if we have a door impact. The bar's right there, so I don't have to worry about, a lot of guys run tight X braces right to their seat going from the side hoop back to the main hoop here. And if you look at the line to the side hoop here, if you were to run a bar straight up against there, I would basically have a foot between where the bar is and where my door is. So any hard side impact, that car that's hitting you isn't going to stop until it's like right next to you. So it's nice to have a little bit of a crumple zone here, a little cushion area. I say crumple zone, I hope the door bars don't crumple, but you get what I mean. Dash is just kind of shoved up there right now. It's not bolted down or anything. Steering wheel. Good view of the gauge cluster. I do need to add some more pedal bracing though for my pedal assembly here. So you can see the way this bracket is. I'm gonna do a brace that'll go from this and kind of square this up, box it in. Same thing over here, I'm gonna box this on up in there also. And that should just make it a little bit stronger. It doesn't really flex at all right now, but once you get brake pressure in there and stuff like that, it might move a little bit. So we're just gonna add that in there for a little bit of extra rigidity. Might get to that this weekend. I don't really know though. Now I know what you're thinking. Door bars are pretty high. You have this in the way. How big of a pain in the ass is it to get out of? Well, the nice thing about having a cage is you can just grab onto this bar and get out super easy. So it's not that bad. Another reason why I don't like X bars is it makes it kind of a pain in the ass to get out of. that not so much, and I am surprised that door still shuts as well as it does. So, what's left on the cage? We have the diagonal bar here. We got to get that done. Possibly do an X brace on the back here, and then maybe a couple other little extra braces here and there, from like the side hoops to the windshield bar, side hoop to main hoop, some stuff like that. But we need to get our bash bar done first. Right now, I have about 20-ish feet of material left. I think it might be like 18 feet of material. So we have enough to do the rear crash bar. That's what we're going to focus on first. We're going to get that crash bar done, that diagonal bar done, and then if we have material left after that, we're going to do the X brace, and then figure out how much we have left after all of that, kind of run some numbers, see where we can put extra bracing. But we got to make sure we have enough material. I don't want to start doing some spots and then be like, ah, shit, I don't have enough material to do the other side now. So we got to get that and that done and then go from there. But cage is almost done. Granted, it took, 4 weeks or whatever to do it. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this one. Moving along, making progress, pushing forward with the build. So like the video if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Follow the build along. And until the next one, I'll catch you guys later.